Hello and welcome to this short series of sketching videos. Now, I've watched hundreds of people sketch online and on videos, and you think, wow, they're amazing. And I think it puts you off a little bit because you think I'll never be as good as that. And you know, this is an introduction to sketching, and they sketch something and it's incredible. So this is kind of breaking it down a little bit and hopefully giving you a few exercises to practice at home. Now for this, it works better with a pencil and a pen. Now I'm not going to use the pencil because when I work with the pencil, you can't really see it on the camera. So I'm just going to do this whole thing in pen. Alright, the first exercise we're going to look at is a kind of little bit about estimation. Now, a lot of people think that sketching and drawing is to do with the pen and how you use the pen. It's not really, it's a thinking skill. Now, if I take a line, I'm just going to draw a line and I'm going to put two ends on that line. Now, I need to be able to judge where things are. When you see artists kind of looking at things and they're doing life drawing, you often see them holding up their pen and sort of squinting their eyes and checking. All they're doing is measuring things with using their pencil or their pen. Now, if I look at this line here, I want to think about, can I cut it in half? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to estimate where half is. So I think there's about half. So I'm going to look at those two things. I could use my pen. Yeah, that's pretty much half and half. Now I'm going to try it again. Now this is going to form the basis of our entire sketching bit for this. So I'm going to try a quarter this time. So I know where half is, so I can take half and I can estimate probably a quarter is about there and about there. Yeah. Next line I'm going to do, I'm going to do a third. Oh, now this is a little bit more tricky. This is quite easy. If a third, is it about there? Let's have a little look. If I take my pen, not quite. It's a little bit further along. So again, it's a thinking skill. So if I'm like that, so that's about a third. I'm going to use my pen, and I'm just going to, yeah, so about there. So I've now got them divided into 3, into 4, and into 2. So that's kind of what I need to be able to do. The other terminology I'm going to use today quite a bit that I'm going to introduce you to is symmetry. Now, I'm going to sketch a very quick box, a little rectangle like that. And I'm going to think about this here as a line of symmetry. Now, I could think about that as mirror symmetry like that. So what I'm going to do on this side, I'm going to do on this side as well. Now, in my box, I'm going to think about this as the crate. Now, I'm going to do that. I could do that, or I would do this usually. Oops, dropped my pencil. It's not the best of starts. I would do this construction with my pencil. Like that. So it's nice and light while I'm still building my drawing. I'm still constructing my drawing. Now, I'm going to think about in here about a third. So if I say that's about a third there, like that. Now, it doesn't matter how you do this. You could split this in half. So I'm going to make that about half. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to join those lines up. Like that. So I've got this object. Now this object isn't symmetrical. If I look at it here, this half of it is different from this half of it. So it's asymmetrical. It's not symmetrical. That's all the asymmetrical means. So to make a symmetrical object out of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and redraw the box at the other side. I'll try it with my pencil, see if you can see it. You can see it, so there we go. So I've got my other half of that box. Now I can see that those two halves are about the same. Now I've got this point here. Now I could kind of estimate where that is. It's about here somewhere. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sketch it across. And then I'm going to take my pencil here. And I'm going to think, is that about the same? So is that size there the same as that size there? It's not far off it. If we actually look, that little bit there is bigger than that bit there. So what I might do is make my box a little bit bigger, like that. And then I've got that point there, and I'm going to sketch that in. So I have a symmetrical object. So again, it's about this planning of points within it and joining them up. So I'm going to do that again. And this time, I might make it slightly longer. Like that. Now I could think about my line of symmetry running that way, or I could think about it running that way. Now I might put it this time, instead of it, I might not have it in the middle, so I don't have a line of symmetry. I might make it asymmetrical. So what I might do this time is I might take that line there, and what I'll do this time, I'll make it symmetrical this way. So I'm going to have a line of symmetry running through the middle like that. So I'm going to come in a quarter of the way roughly at the top, and then I'm going to come in about quarter again. Now I can see that that isn't the same. If I look at that, I can see each one of them is a slightly different size. So again, I'm going to have to bring that one down a little bit, maybe move that center line up a little bit, and move that one up a little bit. So this time I've got a quarter, a quarter, a quarter, and a quarter like that. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to sketch it across, down, like that. Now I've got this object here, and so it's not going to be symmetrical, reflective like that, but I might make it symmetrical like this. So I'm going to bring that one to halfway and that one to halfway. What I could have done, because I already had that point, I could have sketched them across like that, and you can see how that's a little bit off. So I'm going to move that down, and I'm just going to bring that in to there and in to there like that. Now I'm going to keep these videos really short, because I know that, like any video, you watch about 2 minutes of it and then you get bored, and I can already see that this one has gone on for nearly 6 minutes. So I'm going to stop it there, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how to do some more. See you in the next video.